American culture has changed drastically in the last few weeks. Was I the only one that noticed? I don't think so. Because suddenly it seems like there's a stronger Christian presence in the leadership of the nation or in the celebrity circles for some reason. There's been a cultural change, okay? And now I have to ask myself the big question as a Christ follower, as a disciple of Jesus, what's real and what's fake? Hi again. My name is Felipe, and I'm a youth pastor here in the city of Chicago. And this channel is all about making faith simple. Kendrick Lamar's song, Not Like Us, has become a cultural phenomenon since it dropped about almost a year ago. And at the very center of it is basically a song about those that are really about something versus those that are not about something at all or are faking the idea of being about something. That's really the core of the song. When you get past the whole rap beef between Drake and Kendrick Lamar. But that's the idea of the song. What's real and what's fake, okay? What can we rely on versus what can't we rely on? And when it comes to the times that we're living in, when these celebrities and politicians are out here claiming the name of Jesus, I don't know about you, but I got to take it with a grain of salt. I just got to, because I know that politics today and all mediums of art like music, TV, movies, books, anything really, all of those things push an aspect of propaganda. All of them push an idea, a value, a virtue, something, or sometimes even a vice. They're always pushing something. And most of the time, that thing that it's being pushed is not something that really connects with the values of Christianity or with the values of Christ himself. And I say the same thing for all of the YouTubers and podcasters out there that are just popping out, as Christians now. Some of you that I knew were very silent about being a Christian a few years ago, but you're suddenly Christian. It's okay. God forgives. But listen, that's the situation that we're living through right now. So, how can we just, pierce through the noise and really figure out how can a person truly be a real disciple of Jesus versus someone who's just trying to fake it to fit some kind of a narrative or to push some kind of an idea? I'd like to present to you something that you most likely already love: money. There are certain ways to know if a dollar bill, doesn't matter if it's $100 bill, a $1 bill, a 5, a 20, 50, there's a series of ways of knowing what is real and what is fake. Fake money versus real money. You can look at things such as the cotton/linen texture of the real dollar bill. You can look at a visible watermark on both sides of the bill that's held up to the light so that you can confirm if it's real or if it's fake. You can look at a security thread, and I didn't even know about this, but a security thread that exists on the bill from top to bottom. You can look for micro printing. Sometimes they print very tiny versions of the words that are basically the names of the numbers, like 5, 20, 50. And if you can feel the texture of the bill, you might notice that there's a slight raise in the printing. So it's not 100% flat. All in all, what I'm trying to say is that the more that you become accustomed to real dollar bills, the more you interact with them, the more that you see them, the more that you touch them, the more that you analyze them, the more familiar you'll become with what is real. And the more you know about what is real, the easier it will be to identify the fakes. Now, you're going to see something rolling up right now on the screen that looks like end credits, but I actually want to show you some of the character traits of Jesus himself, because by looking at Jesus and analyzing who Jesus really is, it's the best way to be able to discern who out there in the world is a real Christian. So Jesus was full of love. Jesus was very truthful. There was no lie in him. Okay. Jesus was very merciful. Okay. Jesus had integrity. Jesus, he had humility, and he was full of righteousness. And the list goes on. But I just wanted to give you a few examples on the screen with the Bible passages that you can search for yourself so that you can learn a little bit more about the character and the essence of who Jesus is. Because the more we get connected to Jesus every single day, the more we know him, the more that we study his character, the more that we spend time with him, the more that we, hear about him, talk about him, sing about him, have him as a part of our lives, the easier it'll be for you and for me to discern the fakes that exist in the world. So why am I talking about this? You see, I'm talking about this because I know that at the time that we're living in right now, this is the time that real followers of Jesus need to stand up. Because if we don't stand up and accurately represent not only who Jesus is, but what Christianity actually is, what it means to be a disciple or follower of Jesus Christ, if we don't stand up, then the fakes out there, they're going to misrepresent us. They're going to misrepresent who we are as Christians. And most of all, they're going to misrepresent who Jesus Christ actually is. I believe that in 2025, there needs to be a clear division of waters. People out there who are not Christians, or maybe were and no longer are, they need to be able to clearly see the real from the fake. And beyond that, I think that it challenges people like you and me who are trying to be followers of Jesus every single day. It challenges us to really be intentional, to be more like Jesus ourselves. Because it's one thing to try to study other people and study Jesus and then try to point fingers and say, haha, you're a follower of Jesus, but you're not. So get out of here, and try to cast judgment. It's very easy for us to do that. But if before all of that, we're not willing to at least look at ourselves and to see if we're actually living the life of disciples of Jesus, the true essence and foundation of what Christianity actually is, those virtues and values that Jesus himself has in his own character. If we're not living those things in our lives, then people won't be able to see Jesus in us. And we might be dubbed one of the fakes. So that's an appeal for you and for me every day. Will we be one of the real ones? Or are we satisfied with being fake? Anyway, it's been a pleasure, as it always is. Thank you so much for tuning in. Tune in next week for a brand new video. And if you like this type of content, like, share, and subscribe. It'd be greatly appreciated. And I hope to see you very, very soon. Peace out.